What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the best attacks in Tribe Gaming in the Clan War League so far here in May 2020. But first, before we get into the video, I want to give you guys a shout out to my brand new Discord server. If you haven't already joined it, link is going to be in the description below. Go ahead and join it there. You'll be able to take a look at a bunch of bases I have there, be able to chat with me and a bunch of other things, see when I go live on Twitch and when I upload videos on YouTube. So go ahead and check that out. Description. The link is in the description below. Also, I want to tell you guys, if you want to support me in-game, make sure you go into your settings, into more settings, scroll all the way down, and do type in Lexnos in the creator boost code, guys. That helps me out a lot whenever you purchase the gold pass or any gems. But let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so here we are. Here's the group that Tribe Gaming matched in May of 2020. These are the 7 clans that we got matched up against. Let me know if you guys know any of them in the comments down below. Some of them I've heard of before, some of them I've never seen before, but we're currently in first place with 154 stars in our group. It's currently day 4, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the best attacks from the first half of the week, days 1, 2, 3, and maybe a triple or 2 from day 4. We'll see. I'll be making another video later on the second half of the week. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few triples here. We're going to start off with SLS here on day number 1, coming in with the drag bat, and on this one he's going to be suiting his queen for the town hall, his king to make a funnel on the 12 o'clock side, and then he's going to be sending all the dragons in from the 9 o'clock angle right over that eagle to get it down nice and early, and then using bats on the back end over on the scatter shot at 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at how he does it here, dropping a couple of ice golems here to tank for the queen. That way she can get that town hall with her ability, and she's going to be able to do so. A nice little wizard here to get that elixir storage on the right, just to make sure that queen doesn't have to step up for that and waste a lot of time getting it. He's going to pop her ability, she's going to get that town hall down, and then he's going to use the king over here up on the top side to make a funnel from 11 toward 12. He's going to get all the trash buildings out of the way and then send in the royal champ from the top side. She's going to be able to get that archer tower and start making her way down toward the air defense, and then with her ability she'll be able to chain onto that single target inferno. Here she goes, pathing down toward the wizard tower. She did chain that single target inferno, but she won't be able to get it down before she dies. King made a nice funnel here. Royal champ got a lot of defenses inside that first ring, and then he's going to be sending all the dragons from the top side with a hound in front to tank for them. That hound's going to get a lot of tanking value, also distracting the royal champ as the dragons kill her. That hound also took in a seeking air mine, then the stone slammer coming in from the 8 o'clock angle, distracting the air defense and getting several defenses out of the way so they don't get to do any damage to these dragons. He's going to be able to use the warden ability whenever he wants over the core here, all the dragons pathing toward the eagle. He's going to use the rage there over the clan castle so the dragons can path into the eagle as quickly as possible. Finally, using the warden ability there when the scatter shot is in range of the dragons, they're going to be able to take that down. Bat bomb on the right side of the base over the scatter shot here. Rage, freeze spell, and all the bats going in. He has to drop another freeze on that scatter shot because it wears off before the scatter shot dies. All the bats getting the expos down. Still 2 single target infernos up. That's okay. The bats will eventually path toward them. The dragons are going to kill the queen there in the core. Bats still alive. He has that 1 freeze left for the wizard tower on the bottom side. Beautiful timing with that freeze, and there's just way too many bats alive for any of these defenses to stand a chance at this point. Amazing attack here by SLS on base number 1 on day number 1 in our clan war leagues here in Tribe Gaming. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through the cleanup there a little bit, and then we'll hop right into the next attack here. Nice drag bat to start off the video by SLS here on base number 1. So let's go ahead and bounce out, and we'll check out the next hit here. This one is going to be on base number 4 by Nicholas. He's coming in here with the hybrid, with the blimp on this one. It's another one of these bases with the teaser town hall way on the outside of the base with a lot of traps over there. They want you to go for that town hall right away. Nicholas is going to show you here how to beat this base with the queen charge hybrid, though. He is using 2 super wall breakers on this one. Going to come in with an early funnel on this archer tower at 2 o'clock with some balloons and a baby dragon behind to make that funnel. Queen coming in right at 3:30, and the super wall breaker there on the archer tower to get queen in to that inferno tower right away. He wants her to step up, destroy that inferno tower before it kills her, and he's going to use his other super wall breaker to get queen even deeper into the base over here by the wizard tower, I believe. Queen's going to step up. He freezes that inferno and the queen. Queen's going to be able to kill the enemy queen here. Keep on moving forward for that platform and the wizard tower, and then that next wall breaker is going to allow her to go ahead, keep moving forward, and be able to reach that scatter shot as well as the cannon and the bomb tower, the air defense, the clan castle especially, and then she'll be able to keep moving outside the base. It is going to take her about 10 years to kill this hound and ice golem though, so we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit through that. As she kills those pups, he goes ahead, sends in the king to trade with the enemy king over at 12 o'clock, and then the siege barracks on the left side of that to make the funnel here for the miners. Drops the miners, the warden, then the royal champ and the hogs in behind. You always want to make sure you drop the miners first when you're doing hybrid, then the warden, then the hogs and the royal champ. Freezes the single target inferno in the town hall, so the queen stays alive. She's going to be able to get some more value here. She's going to be beating a wall for a while, though. He pops the warren ability there, saves the hogs from that giga bomb that goes off right there over the town hall. More hogs come out from his siege barracks on the left side, everything pathing through here. He has an extra rage that he didn't need for the queen charge, so he uses it on the hybrid with the royal champ and the hogs and heals him up. Everything pathing through the core. Some of the miners go to the core, get the eagle down nice and early. Enemy royal champ goes down. Uses the last heal on the backside inferno tower there. As you can see, skelly trap pops. It's not going to matter. Royal champ's going to get those down nice and easily. Still has miners in the core, hogs on the left side. A lot of barbarians doing cleanup over on the left. The P.E.K.K.A died, but that's okay. Still has everything pushing through the core. Royal champ at full health with ability. Queen's at full health with ability. He pops the queen's ability just so she can get through the wall faster. She's going to be able to help a little bit with the cleanup. The warden switches over to the queen, which is a little unfortunate. You normally want him to stick with your miners and your royal champ, but it's still going to end up working out here. Royal champ got so much value on the back end. She still has her ability as well. He's going to be able to use it here for cleanup, honestly, because he doesn't even need it for any of the defenses. Nice attack here by Nicholas. We'll go ahead and fast forward again through the cleanup, guys. Beautiful queen charge hybrid by him on this base, on this ugly square base with the town hall teaser with a lot of traps up at 12. So that's how you beat that base right there. We'll go ahead and back out though and take a look at the next one. This one is going to be by Elliot on base number 5 here, coming in with another queen charge hybrid, guys. There's going to be a few queen charge hybrids on this in this video, but there are also a lot of other attacks, including some mass hogs and a Lalo. So stay tuned. But Elliot's going to be coming in, dropping the queen here on the bottom side of the base. She's going to walk to the right. He's going to use an early blimp here to go over here and get this inferno tower down and pull the CC. There it goes, popping right in that inferno tower compartment. Actually pops it just a half second too early, but the Yeti mites are still going to be able to get that inferno tower because they're distracted by those skelly traps. So nice job there. They're going to be able to get that inferno tower down, and queen's going to move her way over to the right, eventually lock onto this hound, take it down. It's going to take her a while, so we'll fast forward through that. Super wall breaker goes in for that air defense and archer tower compartment, so queen will be able to reach both scatter shots, the inferno tower and the town hall, as long as she paths correctly here. So a nice entry location for Elliot. Beautiful, beautiful base identification here. He's going to be coming in, using his first rage finally on the queen as she passed in toward this inferno tower. Has to drop a freeze for it to keep the queen alive. Nice Coco Loon there, does pick up the Seeking Air Mine, and then he'll have to rage up the queen again so she can take out the town hall and the scatter shot here. And then he's free to start the hybrid from, honestly, either side. It doesn't really make a big difference if he starts from the bottom or the right side, but he's going to go ahead and go in from the 3 o'clock angle, send in all the miners first, then the warden, then the hogs, then the royal champ, and the king on the outside for the storages to make the funnel. He doesn't have a siege barracks on this one because he decided to use that blimp nice and early from the 3 o'clock angle. Freezes the enemy queen so his queen can take her out, which she does, finally using his first heal over at the 2 o'clock side of the base. Enemy royal champ here on the back end. He has the warden ability to get through her and an extra rage that he didn't need for the queen charge to use on the hybrid here. His royal champ's going to take out the enemy royal champ under the warden ability, which is perfect. Queen breaks through the wall into the core. She's going to be able to get a lot more defenses here. She'll be able to reach at least 4 more defenses. Last heal going in on the backside to keep all these hogs alive as they path through that wizard tower and toward the last inferno tower that the queen can help take out. Skelly trap pops, but it doesn't matter. Royal champ on the top side gets all the defenses. Miners path to the outside. They're doing cleanup. Royal champ and queen both still have their abilities, just like the last attack. Doesn't really need either of them here. He's going to be a triple even without him. He can just use them to make things a little bit faster on the cleanup. Pops the royal champ ability just to make things faster and to save a couple of these miners that are doing cleanup on the outside of the base here. Another beautiful queen charge hybrid, this time here by Elliot on base number 5 on our first war day of the clan war leagues here. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through the cleanup and take a look at one more hit here on day number 1 before we hop on to day number 2. So nice hit there by Elliot, again using the super wall breakers, guys. Those super wall breakers are really powerful when you use them correctly. We might actually take a look at 2 more attacks here on day number 1, but we're going to take a look at my hit here. I got a triple here on day number 1 with the Mass Hogs, guys. It's actually an Electron into Mass Hogs, so a little bit of an unorthodox attack here. Mito gave me the plan, so shout out to him, but this one's going to work out really well. Start off with a Ice Golem and the Roa Champ up top to get the enemy Roa Champ and this AD down and make some nice pathing for the blimp for the Electron, which we are going to be sending for the Eagle here in just a second. So that Roa Champ's going to get the enemy Roa Champ and a few of these defenses before getting onto that AD, popping her ability so that way she can chain the Inferno Tower and the Eagle to do a lot of damage to those. And then I'm going to be coming in with the blimp from the 2 o'clock angle here. I want to get the AD, the Eagle, the Inferno Tower, and the Wizard Tower, and some of these Expos in the core, which we're going to be able to get everything with just one clone spell here. It's going to work out really nicely. That Inferno Tower goes down right away, so the E-Dragon takes no damage, and there's no sweepers to mess with us here. He's going to chain that Expo and Air Sweeper and then move down south toward the cannon. Then to cut the rest of the pathing over here, we're going to send in an Ice Golem with our King and our Queen here to get the enemy Queen and the enemy CC here. It's going to be a triple Ice Golem CC, so my Queen's going to take a while to get through it, but luckily my King targets the Queen first before the Ice Golems, which is nice. So my Queen's going to take out the enemy Ice Golems here, and the pathing is cut. As you can see, all the defenses on the top side are taken out here. And so with the heroes taking out this section over at 7:30, the hog pathing is nice. As you can see, I'm going to send all the hogs in from this 5 o'clock angle, and they're going to go straight into the town hall. The only thing you have to worry about is making sure that you're going to get 50% before the hogs get to the town hall so they don't skip it. And I'm just barely going to get to 50% right when they get to the town hall because I dropped my cleanup wizards and my minions already where the Electron already took place. So here I use the heal and a freeze early, then I'm going to pop the warden ability right over the town hall right before that scatter shot hits the hogs, so they're going to stay alive. Tornado trap hits them, but that's okay. Heal them going into the back end, and we don't have the Roa Champ to help out with these skelly traps, but luckily I saved the poison spell because I didn't need it to kill the triple Ice Golem in the CC, so that's going to help out a lot. Queen's still alive, going to pop her ability over here so she can get the bomb tower and a few more outside defenses just to help the hogs so they don't have to do quite as much. Hogs are going to path toward the scatter shot, take it down because the warden's tanking it nicely, and we're going to be able to finish this attack with at least 10 or 15 hogs still alive. Going to be a bit of an overkill here. Nice attack with the Electron hogs on this one. Nice plan by Mito. Shout out to him. So we're going to fast forward through this cleanup here. That one's going to be a triple with still like 45 seconds to spare. It wasn't even close. So nice one. 38 hogs on that one with only 2 heals. So let's go ahead and take a look at Huss's Lalo before we move on to day 2. He's coming in with the Sui Lalo here on this base. This is a pretty common base. I think we've seen it several times now. And this is how Huss is going to take it out with the Sui Lalo, guys. He's going to be coming in with several Ice Golems on this one for the Sui. He's going to be starting off making a funnel at 3 o'clock. Fast forward a little bit through that. Then the Roa Champ coming in for this single target Inferno compartment. She's going to get that cannon and then get distracted by Skelly Trap, so he's going to pop a freeze there to make sure that she can take out the Inferno Tower here before she goes down. She's just barely going to get it. Actually doesn't, just leaves it on 1 HP, so close. He'll be able to get it by just sniping it with 1 loon later on. Then he drops an Ice Golem and the King down south at 6 o'clock. They're going to push through, kill the enemy King here and the Skelly Trap and make a bit of a funnel. Drops a super wall breaker right there at 5 o'clock to break open the wall so he can send Queen in. Going to try to get as much value as possible down there. A Tesla pops. That's going to do some damage to his Queen that he wasn't expecting. But he's going to drop that Ice Golem in front of the Queen, hopefully to tank for her long enough to let her get in for the Town Hall. That's the goal here. He's going to have to get through that Archer Tower, the Roa Champ, and the single target Inferno first, though. So he might have to use another freeze here. We'll see. That RC going to do a lot of damage to him. Getting on the platforms here, he is going to have to drop that freeze on the Inferno to make sure Queen can get through it before it locks onto her, and then he'll be able to pop her ability for the Town Hall here. And with that Town Hall secured nice and early, he doesn't have to worry about sending a blimp or anything for it later on, so he can use a Stone Slammer. He's going to start the Lalo from this bottom left side over here. Queen's going to be able to do some work on this Wizard Tower before she goes down, which is nice. Gets through that easily. Stone Slammer coming in from 10 o'clock. Warden behind. He does have another Hound and some Loons still saved for the back end. Scattershot, Sweeper, and Expo all freezed by that freeze spell. He still has 2 more freezes and 2 haste to use on the back end. He's going to go ahead and Rage up top and poison all the archers coming out of the CC. Rage in the core. He has the Warden ability here to pop over the Scattershot on the back end. He's going to pop the Warden ability here any second now, right over the Scattershot. Waiting for that Warden ability. He's waiting as long as he can. Finally uses the Warden ability as the Tornado Trap wears off. He didn't save any Loons for that back end Inferno. That's on 1 HP, but that's okay. He still has plenty of spells to get there. Another haste and a freeze that he doesn't even need. Freezes the back end wizard tower just to be safe, though, as that red bomb comes in and hits his big pack of loons. Dragon in the stone slammer. Got some nice value up top. Didn't even die. Stayed at full health the entire time. And a really nice Sui Lalo here by Huss. Even though that Royal Champ didn't quite get the Inferno tower like he wanted to, it didn't matter in the end. He was able to overpower it with the Lalo. Still has like 10, 15 loons up, a dragon, and a ton of minions. Awesome, awesome attack here by Huss on this base. So that's going to be it for day 1 here. Tribe Gaming getting the victory 37-32. We'll go ahead and switch over to day 2 of our Clan War Leagues. Take a look at a couple attacks here. We're going to start off with Elliot again on base number 5, because so far he's 3 for 3. He's doing a really nice job. I think he's the only person who's 3 for 3 after the first 3 days. He's going to be coming in with the Queen Charge Miners on this base, making a bit of a funnel here at 5 o'clock and then dropping the Queen here. His goal is to skip the Town Hall with this charge here. He does that a lot on these bases with the outside Town Halls that are just barely unreachable. You start your Queen close to the Town Hall, and then you walk past it, wall break in, do a nice little Queen charge, and then start the Miners or the Hybrid right on the Town Hall. And that's exactly what he's going to do here. Queen making her way down toward this scatter shot. She's going to pull the CC. He's going to use the King to funnel and wall break right into this air defense compartment. That way Queen will be able to reach the scatter shot and the Inferno tower before making her way toward the core. She's going to have to fight through 2 Ice Golems here, though, so it's going to take her quite a bit of time. He pops the King ability there because of the single target Inferno. We'll go ahead and skip through some of that. Her hitting the Ice Golems there. She's going to hit this barracks and then finally make her way back up to where that wall break happened. With the super wall breaker, she's going to get that scatter shot. Coco Loon coming in. He's going to have to freeze that Inferno tower as it locks onto the Queen here. Rage her up as she's getting really low on HP. She's going to get that down. Keep moving up. Nice Coco Loon picks up several traps there before it goes down. Baby Dragon on the outside. Queen's going to make her way back up toward these Archer towers, and then he's free to start the Siege Barracks on the left side of the Town Hall, and then Miners into the Town Hall as soon as he's ready to, as soon as he thinks the funnel's nice and made. There he goes, starting with the Miners and the Warden right in on that Town Hall. Skelly Trap pops, so he is going to have to use the Warden ability here to evade the damage of the Giga Bomb and the Eagle all at the same time. He drops the RC over here at 7:30 to go in and get some good value with the Hogs from the Siege Barracks so they can work in unison here as they move through into the base. He heals them up as well as healing some of the Miners there. Has an extra rage that the Queen did not need on the charge, so he uses it for the Miners in the core as they all split into the core and into this top left Inferno chamber. Everything pushing through into the back end. BK on the top side. They're going to be able to melt through him pretty quickly with 20 Miners there. Queen's still alive. She's distracting this Expo, which is nice, and the Wizard Tower. As the Miners push through the Eagle, they're finally going to get the Eagle down on the backside, as it's not able to do enough damage to take out these Miners when they go underground. RC on the top side already used her ability, but that's all the defense is down. Beautiful Queen Charge Miners hit here by Elliot. That's going to be his second triple of the week. He still has another one in day 3 that we might look at, but we'll take a look at one more attack here in day 2 before we go to day 3. Nice Queen Charge Miners hit there by Elliot. Really fast one too. I think he got it in like 2 minutes and 20 seconds or something. So we'll go ahead and scroll down, take a look at iTzu's hit here on number 8. He's coming in again with another Queen Charge Hybrid, this time with the Stone Slammer. He's going to be doing something pretty similar to Elliot, where he tries to charge right next to the Town Hall, but purposely skip it and then start the Miners right on the Town Hall. On this one, his Queen is going to actually path to the Town Hall, though, and then go back around where he wanted her to. So he's going to start with the King, making a nice funnel here from 3 o'clock, walking down as he drops the Queen from 2, and she's going to walk this way, and he wants her to go this way and break her in for the Eagle. He has to use an early rage there because there is a lot of DPS on her. So already 1 rage down, and then he's going to make a funnel up top using a Yeti here. Gets a lot of value with just 1 Yeti. And the Queen's going to make her way inside toward the scatter shot and toward the CC. King got some nice value. He's going to be able to do some damage here to the Royal Champ, take him out. Triple Ice Golem in the CC, so we'll fast forward through that as it takes her 7 years to get through them. And we'll take a sip of water. Uses another rage on the Queen here as she gets through the CC and the scatter shot, and then she is going to path toward the Town Hall here after that Tesla goes down. So he starts all the Miners right on the Town Hall here, and then after Queen takes out the Town Hall, she's going to path back toward the left where he's going to be able to wall break her in. Right here, he's going to send in the wall breaker after he drops the Royal Champ. There goes the super wall breaker targeting the sweeper. It's going to give Queen access to the Eagle here as the Hybrid passed through this Inferno Tower compartment on the bottom. Siege Barracks came in from the 5 o'clock angle here to make a nice funnel on the outside for the Miners here. Queen is still alive, making her way through toward the Eagle. He freezes the Queen and the Eagle there so they don't do any more damage. Royal Champ helping out the Miners and the Hogs here on the back end. Those Hogs tank the single target Inferno nicely for the Royal Champ so she never gets locked onto. That's the main purpose of the Hogs and the Hybrid, is to tank the defenses for the miners and for the Royal Champ. Queen's still alive, making her way back outside the base after she got everything in the core. Single target Inferno locks onto her, so he will have to pop the ability here, but that's fine. She'll be able to keep getting more value after she pops the ability, and then the Inferno Tower locks onto the Royal Champ instead, and the Royal Champ uses her ability here, barely gets it off in time before she dies, but that's all he needed. Miners and Hogs pass this Inferno Tower, and they're going to get it down. All the defenses are down. It's just clean up from here. Still has his Siege Barracks P.E.K.K.A. alive with Wizards and the Warden on the outside. Nice hit there by iTzu. Beautiful Queen Charge Hybrid on this one. And that's going to be it for day number 2 here. Take a look at the war results, 36 to 32. We did only get 6 triples here on day 2. But that's all right. Still a decent performance. Not our best. We're always trying to aim for, 39, 40 stars, but weren't able to get that so far. So we'll take a look at day number 3 here real quick. We had several nice triples here on day number 3. We'll start off with Eve Check here on base number 1, coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo on this one. This is a base that I believe is similar to something we've seen before. He's going to do a similar attack here, but this time with the Lalo. Starting the Queen off over here at the 9 o'clock section. Wants to use a lot of balloons here early to get that Inferno Tower down, so that way Queen can just skip it and he doesn't have to wall break in for it. Haste the loons into the AD, and they go straight in for that single target Inferno. Nicely done. Queen's going to path into this channel now because of that. No wall breakers needed, no jump spell needed. Just uses the King to funnel the outside here. And 2 Hogs are also going to be used here in just a second to get that cannon down, so the pathing is just perfect. Queen has nowhere to go but straight inside the channel here toward the core of the base. Nicely done here by Eve Check. She's going to go inside. She can reach that mortar. She can get the sweeper. That Royal Champ is going to kill his Hogs and the Barbarians here, but King gets a lot of value on the outside, skips the Royal Champ and just takes out a bunch of defenses, which is actually kind of nice. Out comes the CC, another Hound Ice Golem. Going to take Queen quite a bit of time to get through that, so we'll go ahead and fast forward yet again. Poison there for the pups. She'll be able to take them out easily. Eagle Artillery activates, so he's going to have to drop another Rage on the Queen to keep her alive through the Royal Champ here. And then he's free to start the Lalo whenever he's ready. He can either go against the Queen from this angle, or he can go with the Queen, which the Queen supporting the Lalo is oftentimes really valuable. So we'll see here exactly how he's going to do it. The Eagle finally goes down, and he is going to use the Lalo in the same direction as the Queen walk is happening in order so they can support each other, and they're going to work really well in unison here. Queen taking out the CC, that Tesla, and then she's going to keep making her way up through these storages, dropping the Loons and the Hounds from the top side with the Warden. Sweeper, and actually there is a hole in the base and right in the core, so he's just going to be able to drop the Stone Slammer right in the core for that Town Hall. Little base building error, but even if that wasn't there, he could have just dropped the Stone Slammer from back here and it would have targeted, or a blimp or anything from back there, and it would have targeted the Town Hall. But a little base building error there that he's going to exploit. Freeze on the backside, Scatter Shot, and enemy Queen there as he uses the Warden ability and his Royal Champ to take out the enemy Queen there with the Skelly spell as well, just to be safe. His Queen's still alive, moving through the ring of the base there. Balloons pathing through the outside. Royal Champ and Queen are going to be able to finish off the rest of the defenses quite easily in unison with that last free spell. Minions all around the outside to make sure he doesn't time fail. And that's a beautiful Queen Charge Lalo here from Eve Check. Tornado Trap on the end. It's not even going to matter. Expo and Mortar over here stand no chance against 3 heroes all at full health. So that's going to be a nice hit here by Eve Check on base number 1 in day number 3 against Canada A clan here. Nice hit from Eve Check. We'll go ahead and take a look at the next one. This one's going to be by Hooked on base number 2. Coming in with a Mass Miner here, guys, with 4 heals, a Rage, and 2 freezes. Going to be a nice hit here. He's going to be doing the Mass Miner from the top left side, making a funnel on both sides beforehand, though. He is going to bring a Yeti on this one, first pulling the CC early with a Giant. There are a ton of archers in that CC, so it's really annoying to pull here. He's going to have to drop the Yeti just to make sure he gets the full pull. There are a ton of archers. Finally, an Ice Golem comes out with like 30 archers. He's going to drop the King on the bottom side along with the Poison spell and the Queen here. Be able to take out all these archers and the Ice Golem before he starts the main push. With the miners here, Siege Barracks on the top side to make the funnel, and then just miners right in between, and they'll path to that Town Hall as long as the funnel's made on both sides. King's going to get that Ice Golem. They're both going to get frozen there and then path down. Eventually, King is going to path over here toward this gold storage first. Queen's going to make her way down to make the funnel. P.E.K.K.A. from the Siege Barracks coming down and making a funnel on the right side, and he's sending all the miners in from the top. Now, he doesn't have a blimp or anything to get that Town Hall, so he has to make sure he paths the miners perfectly toward the Town Hall. Early heal and a freeze to keep all the miners at full health as they go toward the Town Hall here. And the Eagle targets the Road Champ early. Hogs from the Siege Barracks on the outside. They're going to get a few more defenses over here. Some of the miners path to the outside, which is not really what he wanted, but it's going to end up working out nicely here because it's a perfect split. Just enough miners stayed in the core that they're going to be able to get plenty of value here, pathing into the backside. He heals and rages going into that last scatter shot, and the Eagle Artillery heals again for the Hogs, and the miners pathing toward the right side. Skelly Trap and Queen distracting a lot of miners here. Excuse me, on the left side of the Eagle. A lot of miners get stuck on the King as well. Lots of Skelly Traps here surrounding the Eagle. 2 single target Inferno Islands on the backside, but it doesn't even matter here. Queen got all the value she needed over here, making a nice funnel on the left side. Still has like 20 miners up. They're going to be able to get everything down here. Road Champ already used her ability. She's going to get locked onto by the Inferno Tower, but he has plenty of miners path to that. Plenty of miners doing trash on the outside. We'll go ahead and fast forward through the cleanup here, because that's a nice mass miner hit by Hooked here. You don't see mass miners every day, so it was nice and refreshing to see this one in the war here on day number 3. It's going to be a nice triple for us. We'll go ahead and take a look at one more hit though before we call it a day. That was a nice triple with the mass miners. The next one is going to be by me here on base number 9. I'm going to be coming in with the Queen Charge miners here on this base. This is a base we've seen in Legends League several times over the last couple days. Lots of people are using it, but I'm going to be hitting it with the Queen Charge miners. Early blimp for this Inferno Tower compartment here just to get all these defenses down. No rage spell needed. That splash damage is going to make the funnel here for me, but I brought a Baby Dragon just to make sure the funnel's made. Queen's going to walk this way and eventually into the channel here. We're going to pull the CC, bring it over to the Queen, and then we're going to drop some wall breakers and the King in from this top side so they can make the funnel here, and then just miners straight into the town hall like that with a couple of Hogs just to tank for the Royal Champ. Coco Loon there picks up a Seeking Air Mine. It's a perfect Coco Loon. I used the wall breakers to pull the CC, but it's of course a ton of archers, so I'm going to have to waste a Hog there just to make sure I get the full pull. 2 Ice Golems and 15 archers. Rage the Queen to keep her alive. She gets through that Warden, and then I'm going to be able to drop the poison here to help her get through all those archers and the Ice Golems. And I'm going to give the Queen a couple of seconds here to get through those Ice Golems. It's going to take her a long time though. Using another rage on her to keep her up because that scatter shot's about to hit her. Giant in front of the King to tank so the King doesn't take too much damage right away. And then an Ice Golem to distract the enemy Queen here as the miners move in, path toward the Queen, and eventually make their way to the Town Hall. I dropped the Royal Champ there with the 3 Hogs, and everything's going to path toward the Town Hall. Pop the King ability. He'll be able to get all these storages on the end. Queen making her way into this channel. She'll be able to reach the Eagle. That multi-target Inferno Tower is the only thing that concerned me here. It's going to start targeting the healers here once the miners go underground, which is the one thing that I didn't want it to do. I don't want to lose those healers, so I am going to end up freezing it, I believe, here in just a second. Road Champ getting targeted by the Eagle, which kind of sucks. Freeze the Inferno Tower there. I'm going to pop the Warden ability. All 3 Skelly Traps in the core here, distracting my Road Champ like crazy. Queen pathing toward these back-end Wizard Towers. She'll be able to take them down here in just a second. With her ability, she'll get a few extra Archer Towers as well. Road Champ already used her ability, used that last heal going into that last bomb tower, and toward the final Inferno Tower compartment on the top side. Still have a ton of miners alive. Healers switch over to the Warden. They're not doing a whole lot of value anymore. Now they switch over to the Royal Champ, which is nice. Miners tanking for the Royal Champ. She'll be able to get the rest of the defenses down, and that's going to be a triple. Still have like 20 miners alive. It's not even close on this one. Nice Queen Charge miners hit on this one. If you guys are seeing this base in Legends League a lot, this is definitely how you take it down. If you have Queen Charge hybrid or Queen Charge miners cooked up, all you need is a blimp for that Inferno Tower compartment, and that's how you take that one down. So that's going to be a nice triple here. I believe we did get 38 stars on day number 3. So I think this is our best performance so far in the week. Hopefully we'll be able to do better in these last 4 days here. But that's all I'm going to have for you guys today. Let me know down below if you guys like this, if you want to see part 2 with the second half of the week of our May 2020 Clan War Leagues. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.